Dynamite. Pure snow.
I always really appreciate it when somebody takes the time to leave a comment in the comment section of one of my videos, and somebody recently asked if I would make a video about my process of actually learning a bullet hell shmup for 1 credit clear. Well, shit yeah I can, buddy, why not? I'm a man of the people after all, and I happen to feel like making a video tonight. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to tell you right now, I do not consider myself an expert or elite with this stuff. There are players out there that are in another dimension than me, but so far over the past year, this is basically what I've been doing, and it seems to be working, for the most part. Kinda. The first thing I do, and this is the most important part, is to choose a game carefully. And it's like, yeah, duh, of course choosing a game is important, but no, the game I choose is really important. I think it's the most important thing because it has to be a game I can commit to. And when I say commit to, I mean this is a game I might be playing pretty much as my main game for months. Sure, I'll take some short breaks for a couple nights, and yeah, I play other games, but this game is going to be my main focus for a while, maybe a long while. Commit and don't give up. Just ask yourself, what would Psycho Chaser do? Well, I can tell you what he never does. He never gives up. Be like Psycho Chaser. So I personally need to make sure it's something I really want to play till its tits fall off. Speaking of which, what the fuck is going on here? I've never heard anybody acknowledge the fact that the boss of the high school stage in Esperade is wearing the chest equivalent to assless chaps, which is fine. I mean, whatever. Sorry. So yeah, I need to choose a game I can commit to for a long while. For decades, I played a lot of shmups, but I would always play a game for a few nights, maybe a week, and then jump to another game. Because, yeah, that's fun, why not? And doing that is fine, but if you want to actually clear one of these games with 1 credit, you gotta stick to it. The game isn't going to be what defeats you, it's going to be you losing interest and giving up. Pick a game you really like because you are going to be playing it a fucking lot. And about that, something that really helps me keep these games fresh is music. I often play these games with my earbuds in because a lot of these games have amazing soundtracks, but you can even listen to like Ziggy Stardust enough times over and over again to make you want to hang yourself. But just remember, if you make a video and upload it to your YouTube channel, don't use licensed music because you won't be able to monetize your channel and your channel won't grow.
It was December 24th on Hollis Avenue, the dark, when I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park. I approached him very slowly with my heart.
Alright. The second thing I do is I watch successful one-alls of the games I'm thinking about choosing by players who are like way better than me. My go-to players right now, at least, are like Mark MSX, obviously. Letsblocking actually has a cool channel, and he's been super friendly and cool to me in the past. HazyLevels is an amazing player and really nice and helpful, and Kraten. I think I pronounced that correctly. He's got some amazing runs on his channel too. They all have some amazing playthroughs on their channels, and I'll put links in my description below. Now you could go watch like a Jamer's run, but they're playing at a totally different like fucking level. So I tend to stick to players who I'm sure are actual human beings and not robots. I feel like I can learn more from them. But watch whoever you can or want to learn from. Probably not me. The third thing, once I've chosen the game I'm looking at to attempt, I play through the game and set up my save states. I'm going to use Esperade as an example here because this is the game I've started to focus on. The way I normally do this is I will play through the first stage, no miss, and my first save state will be stage 2. The next save state would be maybe the boss of stage 2, and then the beginning of stage 3 would be the next save state, and then the boss of stage 3 would be the next save state, so on and so forth. Now at first what I tend to do is I play through the entire game and use my save states as like checkpoints. So I'm playing until I no miss to the next spot, I will save state. This is because at the beginning I want to have the maximum amount of lives at every point for practice. Also, if the game has a difficulty rank, this could allow for me to see just how bad that's going to get. The idea here for me is by doing this process of setting up all my save states, I'm starting to learn the feel of the game. I'm learning how fast the hero sprite moves around the screen. I'm learning about the hitbox, the shot, the basic mechanics, and just like the feel of the game, and I'm seeing what exactly it is I'm going to be up against. As I go through the process of learning the game, and the closer I feel like I'm getting, I will actually adjust my save states a bit. For example, if I start to see I'm making it to stage 5 with like 2 lives left, I'll set up my stage 5 save state with 2 lives. Then start to practice stage 5 with 2 lives, because now that's like a realistic situation for me in my runs. When I start to beat the game starting at stage 5 with 2 lives, that's when I know I'm really getting close. Also, I tend to start with the most difficult sections. I start to practice the most difficult sections of the game first, and then I'll slowly start to jump back. Like I'll start at stage 5, let's say, and then I'll go back to like practice the boss at stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and I try to pinpoint the areas where I'm dying a lot, and that's where you really want to focus in on and play the shit out of those areas. Always try to identify where you're taking the most damage, and that's where you need to practice the most. But if you start, in my opinion, with the hardest stuff first, you're going to learn the game faster. Okay, the fourth thing, I place myself in the mindset that I'm going to die a lot. I'm going to lose over and over because these games are hard and you're actually supposed to lose. Remember that. You can't do this stuff if you can't stand losing. If you think you have to win everything you play or only play games where you have the high ground, this stuff isn't for you. I settle in and I expect to die. What you're doing is learning from losing. That's actually the game, not winning. Okay, now, when the winning does happen, I like to have the run recorded, and here's why. Because if you claim you did a thing that's kind of difficult and you put a lot of work into it, I like to be able to prove it, because there's a lot of people out there who are pretty full of shit. So me personally, I like to have the recording. Besides, it's something you should be proud of, and sharing it online might help somebody in the future. And I myself actually like watching other players' runs in these games. That's about it. The rest is just playing the game and having fun. Don't burn out, play other games, make sure you're having fun. If you get frustrated or angry, you're already defeated in your mind and it's time to take a break. And remember, if you get stuck, just ask yourself, what would Psycho Chaser do?